I just want to come on here today because I'm in some really cool keto groups, and there's just a lot of confusion out there. What's up? What's up, Jeremy? A lot of confusion out there. People don't understand the difference between ketones, ketosis, even ketogenesis, and then the ketogenic diet. And is nutrition, just diet alone, good enough? And can it be, or can it not be? You know, is supplementation, does that help? How does it even work? And if you have questions while I'm talking about this, just drop them below too. Hey Bonnie. So first off, ketone, a ketone, and I wrote this down too, so it just keeps simple notes for me. A ketone is, to me, without using huge big words, it's an energy source from breaking down fat. So you get that. You're breaking down fat, creating an energy source through the liver, and it's called a ketone. So ketosis is that metabolic state characterized by elevated ketones, ketone bodies in the blood or in the urine. So if you're breaking down fat, you're elevating your ketones up, which then if you can test your blood or your urine, then you're in ketosis. How cool is that? And you can be in ketosis, we've figured out, while having carbohydrates in your system. That's pretty cool, right? So if you have questions about that, drop them below. Hey Wesley, tell me what's up, man. How you doing? And one thing that I can always tell personally, breath. You have bad breath. You gotta find some way of keeping your breath, drinking a lot of water, maybe find some toothpaste that isn't sugar loaded, brush your teeth a lot, mouthwash, clean your tongue. So you're gonna tell by your breath a lot. And dehydration. I'm always kind of dehydrated, no matter how much water I drink. I'm 220 pounds. If I was drinking half my body weight in water, that'd be 110 ounces a day. But since I'm in ketosis, I'm drinking a little bit more. I'm drinking about 130 ounces a day. And I'm also adding in sodium, magnesium, potassium, and calcium. Those are the 4 electrolytes I add in because when you're in ketosis, you excrete out those minerals. So you gotta understand that. Water alone is not enough when you're in ketosis. So the ketogenic diet. This is a diet you marry, you don't date. You don't cheat on this diet. That's one thing you gotta learn. There's no cheating on the ketogenic diet if you wanna be full-fledged in ketosis through food only. Through food only, right? You hear me? So the ketogenic diet is 80% fat, 15% protein, and 5% carbs. 5% carbs in one daily sitting. You can't even have that at one time. Like you can't have one single piece of bread at one time. You'd have to break the bread down into like 4 sections and eat it throughout the day so it doesn't knock you out of ketosis. Crazy, right? And I'd rather get my carbs from broccoli or spinach or Brussels sprouts or asparagus or even, maybe through a strawberry or a blueberry. That's where you get your carbs from if you're in the ketogenic diet. Crazy, right? Who's scared about doing the ketogenic diet right now? I am. I don't want to do that and just stick to that only. So in the ketogenic diet too, it was used in the medical, it was medicine basically. In the medical profession, it was used mainly to treat a hard to control epilepsy in children. So if you look back in the 1920s, they started putting children on the ketogenic diet because you know what? As parents, we control what our kids eat. And if you can't control what your kids eat, then maybe you should, talk to somebody about that can help control what you're eating. Then it flows over to the children. It's hard. I know, I have 2 children, but they eat what I make for them, or they don't eat, and then they start eating it. You know what I mean? I don't know, that's how I grew up. I don't make them eat everything. They eat when they're hungry. That's how I live my life. I eat when I'm hungry. It's there, and we eat a low-carb ketogenic way. So that's what the ketogenic diet was developed for children to overcome epilepsy. And literally there's some crazy movies. Do No Harm with Meryl Streep. It's a fantastic movie. Look that up. Look up, ketogenic diet, epilepsy, and you'll see so much research. I think out there in Johns Hopkins, just a bunch of different, just tons of research over it. But now supplementation and diet. So you can never outwork a bad diet, what I've always been told. Well, I've found in the past when you're younger, you kind of can. You can work and work and work, and it don't matter if you're just growing muscles off McDonald's, it can happen. But later on in life, you have to clean up that diet. You see people that work out a lot and they still look bloated all the time. It's probably because they consume a lot of alcohol, which turns into estrogen. It's basically, instead of a beer belly, it's an estrogen belly. So, you know, when they look poofy like that, it's because, hey, you're a big guy, but you also, you're eating wrong and you're consuming alcohol and you're staying really puffy. If they cleaned up their diet some, they would lean out hardcore. So what I've found throughout the years is supplementation with vitamins, supplementation with a digestive enzyme. And then the past 5-6 years ago, we have tapped into a way to drink something, that puts you in ketosis. Puts you in ketosis. That puts you in a state where you're burning fat. Well, now research and technology is advanced, and the product that I'm using has advanced. The technology, it's not like we're drinking different flavors. We actually have a new technology. And I've learned this, I've understood it, how we have a sweetener now that actually, with the drink, will lower your blood sugar, help with carb consumption. Means if you do eat more carbs, it helps you like almost block them out or consume them quicker and faster. It's kind of cool how that works. And then the BHB in it puts you into ketosis instantly. Bang, you're in ketosis, 15 minutes. And then there's BA in there, which is butyric acid or butyrate. That's a short chain fatty acid that's not going to disrupt your gut, not going to give you that gastral distress. It's actually going to help you ramp up fatty acid oxidation, ramp up your body's ability to break down body fat. That's ketosis, and then into ketogenesis. So this product, the product I'm using, it's 30-day supply. I love that aspect of it. It's less than $100, and it ramps my body up into ketosis and puts me into ketogenesis at the same time. It helps with workouts, it helps performance, it helps with recovery, it helps with inflammation, it helps with the brain, because obviously we talked about epilepsy as used for the ketogenic diet used for epilepsy. So they were putting kids on strict diets, so they created ketones for their brain. Look up ketones in dementia, ketones in Alzheimer's. So there is so many research articles out there of what ketones can do. So adding ketones to your diet, electrolytes, water, brings another step into making your diet lifestyle a lot easier. You know, and there's people on here right now. How hard, if you're watching, is it trying to stick to a diet without supplementation? It's hard. Your energy isn't there. And I'm not even saying it has to be ketones. If you're supplementing coffee for the caffeine, that's a supplement. Like, you're getting in something else to give you that boost, because food is not enough for you. So that's one thing, you know, I believe in. Nothing wrong with black coffee. Just make sure you're not sweetening it with something. And if you're doing a fat coffee, look at how many calories you're putting in there. Because when you're putting in tons and tons of coffee and tons of heavy whipping cream, coconut oil, MCT oil, butter, look at how many calories that is, because you have to burn that off before you ever tap into your own body supply of fat. So get your body into ketosis. Let's burn some body fat. Let's get ripped and lean. Let's feel better. Let's get our joints working better. Let's just get everything working better. So guys, it's amazing what a supplement can do when it actually works. There's research on it, but then stick to your diet. Stick to a good diet, but get those supplements in first. They boost your energy, because when you literally drink these ketones, the hunger centers in your brain go from craving sugar and chips and carbohydrates to craving protein and water and more ketones. That's what ketones do. It goes right into your brain and turns those hunger centers on for wanting more ketones. And with wanting more ketones, wanting more water, wanting electrolytes. You almost crave salt. It's so weird to say use more salt, but don't use table salt, use pink Himalayan salt. Use that good sodium. So I just wanted to come on and talk about it. I see a lot of people talking, confused about ketosis, ketogenesis, ketones, supplementation, food. So I hope that helps. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will talk to y'all later.